Hey Leos, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing fantastic on this Friday. This is going to be your February 2020 general overall spread. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Leo. And if you're cross-watching, welcome. You could very well be resonating with the energy that's coming through. As always, trust your gut, follow your intuition, and if things resonate for you, that's amazing. If they don't seem to, you can check out your other signs or, feel free to click on one of the links or videos down below. There are a ton of amazing readers out there. What else? Subscribe, like, hit the wiggly bell if you want to get more notifications or find more videos from me, more content. And links to Facebook, Instagram, and my website as far as the podcast goes. And for personal readings and all that good stuff, it is down in the description box below. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and hop right in, you guys, and get started. What can we get for Leo? Oh, yes. Also, we're using the Textured Tarot deck. Phenomenal deck. Truly amazing artwork. This is probably one of my favorite indie decks. I know you guys always ask. I get messages all the time. What deck is this? What deck is that? So I'm going to start implementing that in here. And my Oracle deck is going to be the Starseed Oracle as well. So we have Ace of Wands here. You guys are manifesting some kind of beautiful opportunities coming in. Could be a business project. Could be something artistically flared, artistically inclined. Could be the potential to do something that is very hands-on, very creative for you. Could be starting some kind of business, some kind of projects. Could also be a very passionate relationship coming in. Let's see what else we can get for these cards. Oh, I love that I say that. And as I say it, you guys get the Two of Cups. Yeah, some kind of passion going on here between you and someone else. There's a heavy attraction. It is very passionate. Usually with Two of Cups, sometimes I feel like it could be like friendship, soulmate, things like that. But with that Ace of Wands attached to it, this is something that's very charged, if you know what I mean. So there's a lot of energy, a lot of attraction between two people. Two of Cups, it is some kind of soul-tied relationship. It's something that really, it makes your soul feel like you're flowing together. That's the way I can explain the Two of Cups energy. It's mutual respect, it's reciprocity. Not always in some soulmate situations, but an actual healthy divine connection. That's what tends to happen, So you do have the Judgment card here. So I don't know if you guys are traveling together, traveling towards each other. There could have been a period of miscommunication or no communication. Because for me, Judgment's a lot of things. Judgment could be literally you sitting in a judge and jury seat, deciding if this relationship is something that you want, if you see potential here, which clearly there is potential here with the Ace of Wands. What kind of potential we're going to see, because Two of Cups, again, it's a very soul-connected tie, but Ace of Wands can sometimes be just passion, You want something that's very substantial in this situation. It could also be divine timing coming into play, an opportunity coming in for two people that have a very intense connection, Could also be, I'm not really getting career off this. If this is any kind of indication of career, this could be you building something with someone that is very close to you, very closely tied to you. You could literally be working towards something with someone you're in a relationship with, working on a business together, building together. You have the Fool card here, Nine of Swords. So I feel like this is where the Judgment's coming in. You're taking this pause because you're kind of up in your head about whether or not to take a chance on this situation, or the other person is. Because there is a lot of, I'm very sorry, my cat's just right over there in the corner. I'm just gonna, we're just gonna block her out. Okay, there we go. But yeah, the Fool card with the Nine of Swords, this is being in your head, anxious over a decision that needs to be made, a leap that needs to be taken, someone moving forward towards this. Some of you could also be in a situation where it's like you have to pick up and move to be with somebody or to reconnect in a situation. Or you like physically have to move towards someone in order to communicate, in order to get, this communion going again, especially with the Ace of Wands, because there's a lot of potential. But that Nine of Swords, it feels heavy. It feels like this is something that you've been thinking about night and day. It's been stuck in your head. Maybe caused you some sleepless nights at some point. Could also be just starting out towards a new venture, something new. With this person wanting to put yourself out there in a way that you haven't before. You have the King of Swords here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It comes down to energy at the end of the day. Someone that's very calculated as far as their mindset goes. You know, they're very matter of fact. They're very straightforward. They mean what they say. They put a lot of thought into the things that they speak, the words that come out of their mouth. There's a lot of thought behind any choice that's made here by this person. So this could be you really wanting to put a lot of thought, again, into this Ace of Wands. Or this could be the person you're connecting with if you're connecting with an air sign or that kind of energy. This could be them. I mean, really wanting an opportunity to come forward. Maybe waiting, thinking, trying to figure out how to approach the situation. Because with the Ace of Wands there, it's something that's a big approach. You have the Death card here. It's also the Rebirth card. That's actually probably the way I like to put it more than the Death card here. Because it feels very transformative. Some of you could be leaving behind an old situation to head towards something new and be in your head about it, worried about it, stressed about it. Some of you could really, really, really be wanting to head towards someone and it's like, okay, are things changed? Or are we going to change? Is the situation changed? Is this going to be different? You know, if I decide to give this person an opportunity, are they going to be the same way? But coming in that King of Swords, they're very matter of fact. It feels like they're pretty straightforward about this. You know, again, if that's your energy, you're pretty straight up. Like, look, are we going to shift this? Are things going to change? Or are they going to be the same? Because if they're going to be the same, I don't really want to deal with it. 6 Cups, see? It is a heavy soul tie connection. Maybe you guys have past lives together with that Judgment and that 6 of Cups. I feel like divine healing has also came into play for you specifically, possibly for this person you're connecting with too. There is potential, I feel like, for healing in this situation if it's something that you're warranted to do. If this is something that you really want, if you actually see potential, use your discernment. If you see a potential future here, it does look beautiful. It does look very exciting. It looks passionate. 6 of Cups, this makes you, again, this is that healing, that childhood wound. Or maybe for both of you, maybe that's what you had to go through. Maybe that's what this connection, you know, for some of you, if you're leaving a situation, if you're leaving something behind, that's the gift that it brought you. It helped you heal childhood wounds from your past. Maybe you had self-worth issues, self-esteem issues, issues with attachment, detachment, you know, putting up walls or being a doormat. It could go so many ways, but at the end of the day, this is something that has helped you find healing. And through divine timing, what you've been through, it has brought you to a point where you feel, you know, content and complete within yourself. You could, again, I just keep getting that there's potential here for this to completely be a brand new relationship. Something that is fresh again, something that from the ground up is just completely transformative. It's a reconnection. Keep in mind, I think next month, Mercury, let me check real quick, guys. I'm sorry. Mercury enters Pisces. Yes, it goes retrograde in Pisces, which is funny because this is, to me, a very Piscean card. It goes retrograde in Pisces on the 19th of February. Or, sorry, 18th of February. And enters Pisces on the 3rd. You also have a full moon in Leo on the 20th. Like at 20 degrees on the 9th. So, actually, you guys have a lot going on next month. I would say just if someone is coming back around, be very discerning. Make sure that they are willing to either transform the situation towards something that's beneficial, that promotes growth and healing, or they have really worked on their wounds and they're a different person than they were to begin with. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, see, there is potential for healing here. This is so beautiful. I love when the cards just pop out and affirm what I'm rambling on about, because I used to stop myself when I would ramble. That's my lovely 12th house Gemini stellium there. I like to ramble and talk about things, and now I've realized that the rambles aren't rambles. I go into tangents and then literally the card pops out to affirm what I just said. So for me, that's a big indicator. There is potential. There is healing. This could be wish fulfillment if someone has done the work and been willing to change in the situation. That's the thing. When people change, you know, you can't make people change. That's what they say. You can't make people change. People have to want to change and help themselves. And maybe, you know, this is someone that's been afraid to come forward because they thought there would never be a chance again. And then they're starting to feel it in their energy, and you are too, that there is potential here. There is an opportunity here. This is something that is a meaningful connection. Someone just has to take a leap and not be afraid. You don't take the leap in fear, because then you bring that vibration into the connection, and then it just causes all kinds of fun. Not so fun, you know what I mean? if you hop and you take the leap and you let go of the anxiety and you look at it for what it is, that's when there's potential for growth. And it comes from someone being willing to change on their own. So if this is someone you haven't been in communication with or anything like that, they could totally pop up again, especially during Mercury retrograde. That tends to happen. Usually I advise, but this is beautiful. This is healing. This is something that has potential towards a future long haul commitment. So I would say, hear someone out, be discerning, be mindful, but hear them out about this connection. Or if someone, if this is someone you are in a relationship with currently, maybe you've been in your head over whether or not to put yourself out there emotionally. And the beauty of it is that it's been reborn. There's like a touch of magic here that's brought, and the past can be released and the future is there. 8 of Swords, under 9 of Swords. So yeah, someone's been up in their head anxious about this. They're also, they felt kind of tied and bound in a certain, they feel tied and bound in a certain aspect, because they know that this is wish fulfillment. They know that there's great potential here, and this is probably why this person couldn't really walk away or let go, because they see the beauty there. They see the opportunity there, and it's like, I have to just get my shit together in order to do this. And I feel like through this, you found some spiritual strength within, something deep within your soul. You built up your strength. I feel like waiting. You've built up strength, waiting for things to shift, whether or not that meant you needed to go somewhere new, whether or not that meant, someone was going to get back around. You were waiting. I think you were waiting for divine timing to really come into play. You've taken a very nice, beautiful, divine route, because it has brought so much healing and so much potential in this situation. Because a lot of the times, if it is a divine connection, sometimes things just don't work out at first. Sometimes it's distance. Sometimes it's, career or work, or, they make decisions that, while not malicious or, hurtful to you. And don't take this as an indicator to run back to an ex that's particularly toxic. I'm not suggesting or even condoning that at all. I'm saying that if this was someone that it was, timing was off, or, distance was in the way, things like that, I do feel like you both have been kind of had this in the back of your mind. So you're going to know what this is for you. If this is your reading, you're going to know this is something that you've had in the back of your mind that you wanted to shift or change or reconnect with, or, find again, or rebuild in a beautiful way. And the strength's here to do it. I feel like this is both of you. I mean, particularly this is your card, but I feel like this is what you've both had to find within: the strength in your soul, the strength in your purpose, the strength in your journey, and the strength in your spiritual connection with the universe, with spirit, with God. You had to really, kind of fall on your knees a little bit in order to really accept and let things flow and allow the universe to step in and divine timing to step in. And in the process, you've done healing, you've done work, you've recognized your worth. And in the same token, I feel like this person has too. Like I always say, be mindful and discerning, but build a fence with a gate. Don't build a wall. You never know. 3 of Pentacles. This is wanting to lay groundwork, wanting to build a foundation, to start over something new, to start from the ground up. This is teamwork. This is working together. This is collaboration. Some of you could really be going into business here in this situation with someone very special to you. Some of you, this could literally be like working towards a home, or working towards something you want to build long-term, a relationship, a home, a commitment, a career. Because if this is career-based, this is you've been overcoming your demons. Judgments came in. It's really pushed you to the brink of, okay, it's time to transform. It's time to let go. It's time to heal. It's time to release these wounds. And again, if this is a connection, this has been deep healing on both parts. And it's really pushed you towards wanting to build your future. What else do we have for my lovely Leos? Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. Give and take. Equal reciprocity. Building. This is literally getting what you put out into the world in a very substantial way. So if this is, I invest my energy and my time into this person, well, guess what? That person's going to invest their energy and time back into you. This isn't an uneven. This is, again, mutual give and take. If this is a job for you, this is a job where you're going to invest and put value into something, and in return, they're going to show appreciation and value towards you. This is beautiful, because this is what you're building. You're building it on solid ground, and it's with equal reciprocity. I love that. Knight of Wands. Passionate. Like, even the way he holds, there's you, some Leo right there too. Even the way he holds the staff, he's like, he's bringing it in, you know. I love that so much. So maybe you're having some passion coming to you, Leo. You never know. Because, I mean, if you look at it, he's riding the lion. You have 2 lions here in this. This is so funny. It's like the strength to kind of work within and tame. And then it's like freedom reigns. Let's go for it. Let's go forward. Let's make this shit happen. Which maybe some of you are, you know. Knight of Wands. Brings the passion, that's for sure. The Hermit. Alright, what's going on with this Hermit? What are we kind of waiting for? Because I feel like you're holding back and this person's coming in. So we have, okay, but that is good because it's reversed. So I feel like you're coming out of toxicity. I think this person has released a lot of toxic traits within themselves. Hermit card with the Devil card to me would be someone that maybe the first time around they came at you and they came at you very withdrawn, held back, and they were very toxic, maybe, you know. And I don't mean as in toxic and malicious towards you. I mean like they had a lot going on within them that they had to heal. But Virgo on that Devil reverse means that they've gone and they've done some soul searching and they've done some healing and they have came out of very toxic situations in their life to move forward. And they're moving forward, Knight of Wands, towards something very passionately with a lot of anticipation, a lot of excitement. Just saying. I love doing Leo readings because I always pick up on y'all's energy and it always makes me like really, it makes me really hyped up. Like it's just good vibe, good times. I love Leos. I'm raising 2 that have major Leo placements and my fella is a Leo too. So just saying, I surround myself with Leo energy all the time. I love it. We have 7 of Pentacles, willing to put in the work, looking at what you've built. I feel like this is more so maybe this person you're connecting with, you know, and if you're the Hermit in this situation and you went on a very spiritual cleansing, purging, awareness, you know, this cycle of your life to release toxicities, to release past demons, to release past relationships, whatever it was for you, I feel like you took a nice hard look at it and realized the truth. 7 of Pentacles is taking a look at what you've built over time and seeing where the potential is and where there's been lack of growth. And what has and has not served you up until this point. I'm going to throw one more card down. I love that. You guys are being mindful as fuck. Yeah, Knight of Cups. So you're ready to give love. I love this so much. You're ready to head towards some love. Or some love's ready to head towards you. Take it as it resonates. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This right here is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This could be you totally ready to head. But what I love about this is the way that the cards are falling. They're heading towards each other. So, passion, excitement, just anticipation, ready for it. Love, depth, commitment, ready to make that emotional gesture towards someone. I love that. I'm going to leave the cards on there because I think they played out really nicely. And it's such a beautiful energy. It's such a good vibe. It's like there's been some moments of really having to work through and release anxieties, fears, worries, patterns. But on the other side of this, is it beautiful energy of overcoming and persevering and finding spiritual strength and healing yourself and healing your childhood wounds and being able to really start over and build something really beautiful and long-term for yourself, which I love. So, all right, this is a Starseed Oracle. Surrender to the sweetness. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look, I told you guys. I love this. I told you guys. Surrender. I'm sorry. When I get to channeling really heavy, it's like I get hiccups or I get a little bit burpy. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy. Pleasure, joy, make love to life. This is that Knight of Wands, right? This is making love to life if I ever saw it. Okay? Making love to life, right? And then we have you got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. This is literally making sure, and maybe this is the person coming in. Maybe that was a lot of their, like I said before, maybe their battle was the fact that they were so held back. They weren't really fully investing emotionally into it because it scared them. It terrified them. Well, they're ready now. Knight of Cups. I mean, this just played out perfectly. I love this energy. I love this. I love this reading. I love this for you guys. Yeah, make sure to be mindful. Keep in mind the Leo moon that's happening next month and the Pisces moon that's coming in as well. So I'm going to let this kind of lay where it lies. And yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Love and light.